Hey guys, Tom Fernandez with your social media marketing tips, helping social media marketers like you get ahead on social media. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about Facebook ads, PPC, which stands for pay per click. But before we get started, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every time we post videos just like this. So let's talk about it. What does PPC mean? What PPC means is when you run an ad on Facebook, there's different various ways that you can pay for that ad. And one of the ways is pay per click. Now, what pay per click means is you, as the business owner, when running an ad, only gets charged when somebody clicks on your ad. Now, there's different forms of actual visual ads that you have. You have, photo ads, you have video ads, you have carousel ads. But when it comes to the back end, there's different ways that you pay for those ads. Some pay a flat fee for every time somebody clicks on their rate. Some pay for just engagement. But today I'm going to be specifically talking about pay per click and how to get the cheapest pay per click possible. Now, one of the things pay per click is like I mentioned earlier, you only get charged when somebody clicks on your ad. So if you have someone else who's running an ad just like you, who maybe is targeting the same audience, who may be in the same industry as you, how does Facebook decide, who to show up more? And that's where relevancy score comes in. Whenever you're on a pay-per-click ad, Facebook, they only get paid anytime that somebody clicks on your website. So what Facebook does is they have, an automated, kind of like a bot that takes a look at who's getting the better reaction from the audience, from the people. And when they see that one ad is getting, better traction over another, and those two ads are kind of targeting the same people, they tend to provide the one that's getting more traction cheaper pay per click. So here's an example. Let's say you and another marketer somewhere running a similar ad to a similar target market, and you guys are both being charged $1 per click. But let's say that your ad tends to perform better than the other ad. Well, what that means is more people are responsive to your ads, and Facebook likes that because that means that the more clicks that they get, the more that they get paid. So what they do is they incentivize you by having a lower cost per click than the other guy, and that's where your relevancy score comes in. So what Facebook does is they take a look at how people are responding to your post, and is it even relevant to the audience. And how they determine that, like I mentioned earlier, is that bot on social media that kind of looks at how many clicks you're getting. It looks at how the audience is reacting. And what that means in general is that your message is resonating with your target. Your ad is resonating with that target market, when the other guys may not be doing as much as you, as good as you are. So what Facebook does is they increase the pay per click ad for that gentleman, and they decrease it for you because they want to incentivize more people to click, and they want to incentivize you to keep on putting good ads like that in front of people. So what is the formula for getting lower cost per click? That's another term that you use, meaning that every time somebody clicks on your post, they're going to charge you a certain amount. And we see ads all the time, and I see people who get as low as 5 cents per click, which is really good, even 1 cent per click. So how do you do that? Well, you got to focus on two areas. Number one is who you're targeting. So you got to make sure that when you're looking at your product or service, you got to find the people that it resonates with the most, and you target them by age, by demographic. Are they a parent? Are they not a parent? Are they maybe homeowners? Who's most likely to buy your product? Once you do that, you have a message that draws those people's attention. So here's an example. Let's say that I'm in the life insurance industry, so my target market typically is parents with younger children. So when I go on Facebook, I can go to the demographics in the target area, and I can specify that I want parents between this age and this age, and I can also specify what area that I want to run it. Do I want to run it in my city only? Do I want to run it in my state only? And then the second thing that I can do is, once I'm done with the targeting, is I just have a message, and I can, in my first sentence on Facebook, I can say, hey parents living in Illinois, and then I can put my message, hey, are you looking for life insurance, or whatever my message is. But because my targeting matches my message, then most likely people who are viewing my ad will click on it because I'm directly calling them out, and they see that. So what Facebook does is they give you lower cost per click for that, and that ends up incentivizing you to get more clicks, get more people. And then those marketers out there who don't really have a good ad and it's not really specific to an audience, they get paid more. And the reason why is because Facebook's not really getting paid much on those ads, and they want the user to have a good experience, so they want to discourage that person from running that same ad. So I hope that makes sense. Just to break down today, talked about the different pay methods of how you get charged for Facebook ads, and it's called pay per click. You only get charged when people click on your ad. And then the other thing I talked about is how to get a lower, cost per click (CPC), meaning how to get the lowest amount for that. And I mentioned how having a good target and a message directly to that target, you get more clicks, and Facebook incentivizes you for that, and they lower your cost per click, which helps you as a marketer. So, hope that was helpful. If it was, I got a free gift for you guys. If you like information like this, 10 days of lead training. Basically, for 10 days, I'll send you a different type of content idea so you can organically, get clients, get leads on social media. Go ahead, click on the link in the description, put in your name and email, and I'll send that right over. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button below. As always, your success is important to me.